everyone, it's me Nikki here with my baby shower planning ideas and tips. Many of you know my brother and my sister-in-law are expecting their little baby Savannah this coming October. Such an exciting time for us, and I had the pleasure of hosting her baby shower with some of her best friends and also my friend, and we had such a wonderful time. And as you can see, my dining room was baby shower planning central, so let's jump in. Okay, so I had to start with the theme of the baby shower. I knew I wanted it to have a vintage touch because my sister-in-law loves things that are vintage. And so I wanted to keep with the soft ivory colors, vintage, soft pale yellows, coral, and so that's what I did. We did end up incorporating a little more of a brighter yellow, but it worked out perfectly, and I love the theme idea that we went with. Now, the thing about it is the first thing I did to come up with the kind of theme of the baby shower was, of course, I went to Pinterest, and that is a great source for that. You know, they give you so many ideas and such inspiration, so I highly recommend that. So let's get into talking about the baby shower decor. And so my sister-in-law's best friend was able to secure a huge, wonderful facility that was really filled with a ton of items to help us with our shower. And one, they provided the tables and the chairs and the tablecloths, and it really worked great. It was a huge facility, and I only used a certain portion to fit the size of the guest of the shower. But because it was so large, I knew that the centerpieces need to be kind of grand, but I wanted to keep it affordable. So my husband spray painted these branches, which were free, and then beautiful little Amaris punched out all of those butterflies for me to put into the trees to give it a whimsy feel. So thank you, Amaris, for that. And that is actually the daughter of my sister-in-law's dear friend Tahia. And so the chairs were all covered with ivory chair covers, which were provided by TamaraHunleyEvents.com, which is located in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'll put the link to that website below. Definitely check them out because they have an array of items for your events, and I fell in love with these spandex cheer covers because they fit the chairs so nice, gave a very clean look. They were simple to put on. You didn't have to worry about ironing or anything like that, and they're just really a neat touch. And then the sashes actually came from Gifts International. I ordered those online, and it was actually only $2 for a set of 6, and they come in so many different colors, so definitely a great resource if you're doing any kind of wedding or events. I'll put a link to that website below. They're out of California, so if you're on the East Coast, it may take a couple days, but it was totally worth it. The pricing was awesome. And so thanks to Tahia for tying all those bows because she did all that work. And so the centerpieces were simple. I got these bears from the dollar store, which worked perfectly. The ribbon came from the dollar store, and then the specialty ribbon came for, I think it was $1 for the whole set at Michael's, and it came together to make the centerpiece fine. I got the metal tins to hold the branches from the dollar store and put burlap in it to fill it in and put rocks in it to kind of secure it, and it worked out perfect. And you know, with the little butterflies that Amaris punched out, it really all came together, and it very affordably, you know, so it really did. And so all the tables had this on it, and so this is me working in the process. And then for the dessert table, I actually made these centerpieces by I painted the vase here and put the little crown on there that I got for $1 from Michael's. I tied some burlap with some little baby booties around there to add to that. Along with for the gift table, I just simply framed this in a vintage frame to put on there to keep with the theme. So let's move into the dessert table. One thing that tends to be a hit at baby showers is having a dessert table, which is a table that is just designated for the desserts. You have the cake there, you have some nice little treats there, and I wanted to keep it simple because we just had a lot of things going on with the shower, and so I made this banner to go over the dessert table that said Savannah, and I can do a tutorial on that if you're interested. Let me know in the comments below. I also did these little popcorn cones here, and I made the cones out of regular scrapbook paper, and I can also do a tutorial on that if you're interested, but let me know because I don't know if many people care to know how to do this, but I put "she's going to pop" on it, and it worked out great. Now, as for the cake, I did a combination of cake and cupcakes, and I thought that was a nice combination to do. And then I wanted everything to be simple white frosting because my centerpiece, I want it to be this little, it's hand carved, or I guess handcrafted, out of fondant of the baby. And this was actually done by, I hope I'm saying this right, Anna Fiki. She has an Etsy shop. I'll link that in the description box below. But she does a beautiful job of making these edible kind of centerpieces, and she does all kinds of styles, and the babies can be customized to the way you want them to look. And it really, I wanted it to be the centerpiece of the cake, and I loved how it turned out. And so definitely check her out. I'll link her below also, but I love how that turned out. And then I also purchased some lollipops from Amazon to add to the table. Okay, let's talk about the menu. Now, the menu was completed totally by my dear friend Kay, and Kay has a cooking channel on YouTube called Cooking with Kay, and so definitely go check her out. She's new to YouTube. She's been on there for about 2 months now, and she's really working hard to bring you some great recipes, and she really has a lot to share, and I can only see her getting better and better and better. And so one thing that she did for the shower was this absolutely beautiful fruit arrangement. And if you know anything about those edible arrangements, they're terribly expensive, but she did this very affordably. So definitely go to her channel and tell her Nikki said that we want to see how you made this. Show us, Kay. And so it really served as the centerpiece for the food table because it's just such great vibrant colors. It's very friendly for a baby shower, and the guests truly enjoyed it. She put it in a beautiful silver bowl, which just added so much. And then she put her array of crackers in this 4-tiered silver dish, then sat it right beside the cheese tray, which was absolutely simple but beautiful, elegant, and a great combination of cheeses. And I made these little artificial, I took the artificial kind of pears here, and I put the food, each of the food items there with neat names like say cheese and different things. And then she made 2 variations of kind of hot wings, and they went over great. And then the other thing that she did was she did her chicken salad spinach wraps, which were a huge hit. I know already that she has this video out on her channel, so definitely check that out. I'll link her channel, and I'll try to link this video also for the wraps below. And so moving into the drink table. So we definitely kept the drink table simple, but we wanted it to be refreshing. And so I did the bottled water for anyone who wanted water. And I simply took a case of water. I removed the tabs and replaced it with strips of scrapbook paper. I put the little tags that I got from a dollar store on there and stamped them with the S for little baby Savannah. And I put them on a tray that I already had to give them a nice look and great presentation. And I loved how it turned out. Along with, I did a lemonade, and then I did a peach punch, and it really went over well. And then served coffee, and I simply took the napkins and spoons and I wrapped them together with a little bit of ribbon and put them on a silver tray just to give great presentation there. And then what I did with the sugar and the creamer and all the condiments for the coffee is I put them in glass bottles just to keep with the baby theme, and I thought it was just a fun, whimsy way to kind of handle the condiments for the coffee, and I loved how that turned out. And then of course for the drink table I had my little white frames kind of telling what each drink was. So let's move into the games. Okay, so you cannot have a baby shower if you don't have games, and so I can take no credit for the games. My sister-in-law's dear friend Tahia did all the games, and she did such a fabulous job. Here are one of the things she did. She handmade all of these miniature diapers which have pins on them so that she could pin them onto the guests as they come in. And then during the shower, whoever had a dirty diaper once they opened it won a prize. It was wonderful. And then she also decorated these beautiful mason jars with the S to stand for baby Savannah, and filled it with candy. And then as you walked in, you got to write down how many pieces of candy you thought were in the jar. And then during the shower, she announced who won, and then they won those jars of candy. And then finally, she did Savannah Smiles Bingo, which went over huge. It was such a fun game, and she did such a great job. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all the little aspects that I put into hosting the shower with the help of some beautiful ladies. And I want to thank everyone who helped with the shower because it took a team to pull this off, but it really turned out great. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you're doing well, and thanks for your patience with me as I had my busy month here. I'm hoping to get back on track with my videos here and get back on my routine, so you will be seeing me back to my normal recording and posting schedules very, very soon. I hope you're doing great, and this is Nikki saying goodbye.